I'm about to sneeze sometime, but it didn't quite come on yet. I might sneeze a lot during today, actually.
Yeah, it's springtime in the Rockies.
There it is. Double sneezer. Look at that. Cassius.
Cassius. Bro, it's my shadow.
Looking good, Shadow. Check this one out, Joe Start. Oh.
Easy money. Yeah.
Let me see this shit. Oh, you can get the whole thing in the shot.
Yeah, it's good. Like, that's like 1.5.
That's easy cashes for J Money right there. Jert's a beast in the
That was
paint.
actually sick. Alright, that should be enough, right?
Oh, it died.
No, it didn't. No, yeah, it's just going without the screen on so it doesn't waste battery.
Oh, okay. No way. Cash out till I pass out. Oh. Oh yeah, boy. All right, video rolling.
Yeah.
Audio rolling.
Whoa, okay.
Team Sexy Money Sermon.
I don't know.
Guy.
I don't know if the fucking camera caught that. But
Who knows?
welcome to the Sexy Money Sermon, losers. This is brought to you by GameStop. They were kind enough to sell us a $40 Razer microphone that works really well.
Fucking better.
Jed, what would you like to say about that count we just started? Carpenter Bees, that's what.
Yo, what up? I'm Jed. We just started a group Ironman. Our team name is Team Sexy Money. There's a few of us right now. There may be 4 or 5 accounts in our group currently. One may find, but who knows? If you look us up on the high scores or not.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we appear on the high scores, to be honest.
Currently we have 5 accounts and 3 of them are mine, so. Let me put on my dunce
That's what I was
cap.
alluding to.
I gotta get my dunce cap on.
Nah.
Because my dunce cap is here to represent the
Shit's
fact.
swag-a-lagging though.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I fucked up my account. So that's the first topic. Alright.
Is it?
XP caps. Because what is a twink without a cap? You ever played World of Warcraft?
Not really, not like that.
Alright, so any of you fools who don't know, in World of Warcraft you can cap your XP to make a twink character. Like a pure. And
They call them twinks in World of Warcraft?
yeah.
We should call them twinks in RuneScape too.
Yeah. Bro, pures are twinks.
Little fucking pures.
Oh my god, this is already too funny. Alright, so I fucked up my account because the way I like to play is by using each XP as like, I don't know, a story almost. Jed is a little different, but the way I like to play is just experiencing each level of RuneScape in the way that it was meant to be played. And when you realize that there is no way RuneScape is meant to be played, so it's just the way I fucking play. So I think this is my suggested Jag X XP caps. Why? Because I fucked up my characters pretty much. What do you think about XP caps? Bad or good?
So why the hell does getting a mining level fuck up your account and make it so you're not playing it the way it's meant to be played?
Because I want 99 fireworks for each skill. I want to experience each level with a firework.
Oh, so you don't want to miss your levels?
No.
I don't get what you're saying with that, but I'm sure we'll find out in your video series with your account.
Oh my god,
It's gonna come out gorgeous if you ever get your account through fucking twink mode, whatever you're running.
If I can get past level 20, this shit's gonna be good.
But that was only for your newest account, which is gonna be starting today, strong and hard.
Yeah.
But your prior account was not due to that issue, so it's all good. It was all recording shit. So
Yeah, so the
that's
reason
interesting to hear. XP caps, I think that's a great idea, but I wouldn't want to cap my XP ever. I'm trying to get it all. I'm going to
Yeah.
be 200 mil all in this fucking group Iron Man.
So that's the thing. Obviously, the amount of people who would use like an XP block or XP cap is about like 1% of the player base, if that.
Oh yeah, it's not worth the dead time.
But
if it's not just a flip of the switch.
Here's the thing.
It ain't nothing to flip of the switch with their code.
Yeah, devs have wasted time on much more bullshit than fucking an XP cap. So this is my pet project, I would say.
Maybe you should send a tweet out, actually, because they're doing like that random week where they like don't have to do their regular work projects, right?
Oh
at
yeah,
Jagex.
yeah.
I think that's actually like currently.
I saw that
going on.
Yeah, I saw that bingo thing. That looked cool. I don't know what that was for, but yeah. So basically, like, I feel like if you can like block a quest from completing, that gives you mining XP. If you don't want mining XP, I think that would be cool.
Oh, block quest XP even. Damn.
No, well, it would block you completing the quest. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be able to complete the quest if you don't get the XP.
Yeah, if you don't
for the
want
skill
to, because like
for the rewards.
You know how many?
Or do you think you should be able to not claim the rewards, but also complete the quest?
No,
because the issue is
I think
quests. You have to complete quests to get the areas or to get items.
No, I think peers. If you want to stay a peer, you can't do the content, but you should have a blocker to block you from doing the content, so you don't fuck up your own account because you're stupid.
That'd be lovely because you could definitely easily misclick, or even the server could mess up when you don't have the right attack style chosen, but that could also be on you. I don't know if there's any situations where it's actually not on the player, but there's a bunch of bullshit with those twink accounts.
Yeah, so I have a pros and cons list. I think for a pro it would be like less stressful for like
for the XP caps. Yep, definitely.
For like anyone. Like,
just set them and forget them.
Yeah, and then like beep boop. Oh, you can't mine anything. Oh, whatever. Just turn it off. You know.
Yep. If you're trying to get mine XP, you'll notice it eventually that you're not getting any, and you'll turn it off.
Yeah, you'll fucking get pissed.
You're grinding fucking.
No, it should just like make the old
tin and copper forever.
Yeah, it should make the old beep boop song.
It takes forever to level mining.
Yeah. But no, it should be the beep.
Actually,
you know, like when you try to use your bank and you can't or something, it's like bing bing.
Oh, okay. Yep,
it should be that sound. And so
it should be a nice sound, like when you pickpocket with all full coin pouches or something.
Yeah, exactly. And like
Joe needs his audio cues.
I'm a
playscape with audio.
I'm a visual and audio person. I can't do anything else. I can't smell. I can't. That's pretty much it. I can't smell. So I think it really wouldn't affect the game at all. What do you think?
It wouldn't affect the game at all in a bad way, the way you're saying it.
Yeah.
It just gives you like it would just make it easier, so then less people would respect it maybe, but who gives a fuck? They're probably playing a twink account of their own anyway.
Exactly. Like, bro, everyone
fuck twink accounts.
Like, if you use forestry, you're more of a twink than a twink account, in my opinion.
If you use forestry? Alright, yeah. If you use any of the bullshit busted OP new methods that they're putting into the game,
then you're a fucking pussy.
Then you're a fucking pussy. That's a fair point, but also
I just realized this is going to be 18 plus.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Okay. Yeah, basically it gives you the freedom to chill.
Yep.
Chill and grill.
Yep.
And pretty much what all centrists want is to grill. Everyone just wants to sit at their house and grill. Grill some meats, grill whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? You're just using propane. Propane's a fucking clean burning gas.
Straight delicious.
Straight delish. Can't go wrong, right?
Certainly don't sound like it.
Yeah, so okay, I'm trying to read my notes. Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh yeah, so like
we definitely have to go into more depth about the bullshit new methods that we spoke on recently.
So the way I see it is like I think when you fail in a way where you don't actually fail, like if you do bad in school, but like you learn from like the test. I remember like I would always learn more after like a test than before the test because you're like, oh, I know exactly what I did wrong in that one situation. So like you're smarter after a test. So the test doesn't really show how smart you are. So like I feel like
but also the teachers don't teach the questions that appear on the test.
Exactly.
Fucking fucked.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like bullshit anyway. So like being able to have like a way to like accidentally do the wrong thing but not actually fuck up your life, that's a good thing.
Yeah, because plenty of folks put a lot of weight into keeping their defense level at 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all fucked and ruined if your defense level's at 2, so
it's not happy.
I can't see anyone now for that.
So the thing I would say that's bad about it is like it's not really old school. it's not like old school. Like there's pride.
It's straying away from old school, but old school's already too far gone.
Old school is dead. It's been
ever since the GE's been in there.
Yeah.
Grand Exchange is
For
fucking
sure.
the death of old school.
Grand Exchange is
We're
the
playing
death of
modern old school
Yeah.
RuneScape, boys.
is
Team Sexy Money is gonna rock that shit
Yeah,
too.
dude. We're in the fucking sexy money territory now. It's not no bartering.
Yeah, we're our own GE now. We're playing some real shit.
So as much as that corrupts the soul, it's still the way to go because old school would have died without the GE. Nobody would be playing it right now, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with spam bots, so yeah.
I like
But
spam
I do
bots,
like
but I think
Realm
it's-
Eye for Realm of the Mad God if anyone plays that or has played
Is
it.
that like a trading system?
It's a website that you go to trade your items with other players.
Yeah, so that was how old school worked in the beginning before people would use
Yeah, I
it.
figured that would.
Shout out to whoever made that website. And
Go.
shout out to the fucker the cool guy doing lawn work back there.
Got a tree falling or something.
Yeah. And
That's a
the
big bark.
one thing that I would really be worried is like some sort of abuse or like bug or like I don't know, someone like
Yeah, that's the only thing bad that can come of it. If the
like in the
devs fuck it
wilderness,
up.
like a wilderness, yeah, a wilderness like a wilderness glitch where you can just like not get hit with damage or something and like not,
No one cares about the wilderness anyway, so I'm down with that.
well, some people, Zamrock people like the wilderness.
Fuck Samurai people.
Yeah, Gothics for life for me. Are you a Zeros or Bandos boy or something?
I don't know.
What's your god? What's
I
your
fuck
god?
with the Saradomin god cape
Oh,
for
you're
sure.
Sarah?
Because
You're a Sarah
mage
boy.
is for magic, and that's a magic cape.
So
That's
you-
all I know.
So you're like a Falador boy.
Falador Massacre, man.
Yeah, fucking Zerial type beat.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm not too deep in it with Escape and the old school shit, and I didn't play back in RS3 too much. But I do have a decent 2 decades damn near of playing the game, and my main is 1850 total level, so with 199 in fishing.
yeah, so I've been playing since
So I got some shit to say, maybe.
I've been playing since
I don't know it all.
2005, and I'm not max. So that you can probably tell exactly what type of person I am from that. I'm just more of a
Too damn busy to grind.
Yeah, more of a just having fun with the game.
That's
Just
why we gotta get Team Sexy
little
Money
goals.
rolling.
Yeah, dude, my main is not gonna be maxed, and my group
Get
Iron
some
Man
real
will
shit
be.
going.
I
Mm.
think.
I'm trying to keep my main doing AFK shit. Right now I got in mine in Varlamore.
Valamore.
Getting some bone shards for some prayer, maybe. That's another bullshit new method. But hopefully I can keep that up and get my main up pretty good. It's at 83 mining.
Dude, I don't even see those sounds popping though. On the
What
recording.
sounds?
Yeah, like see, that's louder than the truck.
Oh, you're
back
talking
there.
about, yeah.
Okay, so we're good.
Background sounds are really not too bad.
Okay,
on
so
this.
here's the main topic for today. 12 minutes in is what even is a minigame? What do people,
Minigames is the top.
Minigames is the topic, but like, what do people like about it? What do we like about it? What do we want to see? What's our favorite ones?
And a question that came to
And
my
why
mind: what even
minigames?
is
Why
the fuck is a
minigames?
minigame?
Exactly, because the minigame freaking teleports is a lie.
Yeah, because there used to be a tab called Minigames, and you click on like a drop down menu and you look at all the titles and you could like choose to teleport there or something. But now it's in like the clan chat section. So I don't even know if it's the same list, if it's the same shit, they're not even labeled as minigames anymore, they're labeled as grouping. I got Escape Mobile pulled up right now. So
Let's see what you got.
even just off the rip, it's like, what the fuck is even a mini game anymore? And like, they got some new bullshit in here, like Guardians of the Rift. That's the rune crafting one. But then they don't have things like Wintertod and Tempoross in there, and that's the same thing as Guardians of the Rift to me.
Yeah.
So are those mini games? Is Guardians of the Rift even a mini
So what
game?
we're saying is, I think there needs to be an actual list in game.
Well, let's see. Let's check the collection log.
C-Log has. Yeah, I don't know what C-Log. Oh yeah,
Because
C-Log
C-Log
has
classes
minigames.
things as bosses and then other things as mini games.
Hmm.
And so, for example, Guardians of the Rift is classified as a minigame, and Wintertod and Tempoross are bosses. So I guess I'm down to just roll off of the collection log, because basically the whole point of Team Sexy Money is to get that collection log green,
Yeah.
at least as a group.
Dude, imagine an all green.
And as a group,
collection
that
log.
means like maybe I have green Barbarian Assault. I'm going through the mini games tab right now. Maybe I have a green log of a Barbarian Assault, and then Joe's got Brimhaven Agility Arena, but I don't. But then like
We'll count it.
overall, we'll count it as a green for the group. So we got to get something like that running. So the mini games that appear in the mini game collection log are Barbarian Assault, Brimhaven Agility Arena, Castle Wars, Fishing Trawler, Giants Foundry, Gnome Restaurant. Never heard of that one.
Dude, Gnome Restaurant is actually OG. That's where you get those scarves from, and those used to be a mill.
Is that one where you cook? I
Yeah,
thought
the
that
Gnome
was on
Blast.
Zaya.
No, it's
Is that the
over
one on
in
Zaya?
Grand Tree.
Okay. There's like something you did for Zaya Hasidia's favor or something like that. Back when there was favor, he had to do some cooking.
Dude,
but
favor was cool, but I don't know. It's probably should never have been in the game.
yeah, it's better off gone bucket.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Rift, Hallowed Sepulchre, Last Man Standing, Magic Training Arena, Mahogany Homes, Pest Control, Rogue's Den, Shades of Morton, Soul Wars, Temple Trekking, Tithe Farm, Trouble Brewing, and The Volcanic Mine. Supposedly
And
those
half of
are
those
all
are,
the
like,
mini games.
Half of those like sound dead to me. Like I don't like who
Oh,
plays.
so
who
much
does
of this
Shades
shit
of
is
Morton?
dead. Shades of Morton's totally dead because it's not the best at anything. But I just unlocked it today, actually. You play the Shades of Morton mini quest or the mini game to do the quest a little bit faster, at least. You don't actually play the mini game, but you like join the mini game to get the quest shit done faster. So I did that,
Dude, speaking of temple trekking,
and I think like Burning the Remains is okay for irons, maybe, but
maybe it's good for
pretty
irons,
dead
but I don't
content.
know.
But there's 14 collection logs to go and get, so one of us is gonna have to go after that.
Yeah. See, temple trekking is like another one that's like pointless, but like it's a pretty cool idea. And like,
Oh, temple trekking, yeah.
maybe it just needs reward updates.
Maybe, but temple trekking is actually pretty lit for the lumberjack outfit, even though you could still get it from forestry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Just
temple
because you
trekking
get it
for
so much faster doing temple trekking, especially if you do temple trekking
easy mode.
as efficiently as you can and with
Yeah,
fully prepared and shit.
That's what I did on my main. And it
Like I
took,
think back in the day
hour
you
or
used to
two.
like skip things, but now with Rune Light, I think maybe just some plugins could help you make it easier.
Bro,
Like the one where you have to put the stick in the mud to see if you can walk on it, bullshit like that. And then temple trekking, one of the best drops from there is actually bowstrings. So I'm
Really?
thinking I might go to temple trekking for some bowstrings early on the iron, because
some BS.
get some bowstrings, get some fletching going, get some alkin going on those fletching, get some fucking sexy money going.
Always. Yeah, so for me, a mini game is like a mini version of RuneScape within a game, because RuneScape's a game which is a mini version of life, which is a mini version of whatever the fuck. So
Okay, so broadly, mini games.
should be
A
like
mini game is a game within a
distilled.
game,
Yeah,
and RuneScape is a mini game of life, and there's mini games of RuneScape within RuneScape.
yeah. So it's like the center of Inception, pretty much, which is what mini games are. So if it's shit, no one's gonna do them.
Yep. Because if it's worse than the main game, then why the fuck am I playing the mini game unless it's for some bullshit leaderboard?
Exactly.
Some
like,
bullshit.
A mini game should be like Call of Duty.
Like-
Like it should be its own.
Those might be
thing.
our last collection logs to go after because they're fucking garbage.
Yeah, dude, we'll get Third Age way before that, right?
Like non-RNG collection logs, like grindable collection
Yeah,
logs. And sure, Kluk Scroll collection logs are grindable. Sure, you could go after eclectic implings forever. Or mains could buy them off the G and fucking rush Ranger boots, but I don't consider those grindable anyway. And
Yeah,
I
that's
assume the
actually-
majority of folks don't anyway.
So what's your favorite minigame out of all of them?
Yeah, so this minigame list is actually... We're talking shit about minigames, and minigames are actually pretty fucking fire.
Yeah, we're talking shit about like the 3 bad ones.
One of the most recent ones that had a great impact on me in this group Ironman account is Giants Foundry. That is a phenomenal
So what do you do?
smithing minigame.
I've never played it and I've only heard of it.
Yep, so it's a smithing minigame where you primarily get smithing experience. I think it might double dip into like another little stat or something, but The vast majority of it is smithing. It's not even like to the level of Wintertide where like
So what is the
you get
actual?
like fletching and construction. It's really just smithing, and the concept is you're making swords for giants. It's the giants foundry. It's the I don't know. You're armoring up some freaking giants. So you got the main armorer giant guy, and he tells you what to make for his boy that he's got a commission for to make a sword.
That's cool.
And then you choose like there's molds for the sword that has attributes that he's looking for. So you choose the ones that matches the ones he's looking for the most. Which there's like 3 attributes to them. So basically, it's just a numbers game. It's just counting. And then Runelight actually highlights it green for you, so you just click it real quick, and then you pour some metal alloy in there. So you want to get a mix of metals, to my understanding, which leads to a higher quality blade somehow. Um, so you get that.
It's a cool concept.
Yep. So you get the metal poured into the
think it's a good
mold,
idea.
and then you got to make the giant's sword. And of course, it's a huge ass sword, so you could barely freaking carry it. You're waddling around the workshop, and there's a huge ass anvil to slam it for you. And then there's a grinding wheel, and there's a polishing wheel. Those are the 3 things that you have to do to it to get it done. There's a temperature range that the metal has to be in order to do those certain actions to it. So it has to be nice and hot for the anvil. You want to heat up the blade nice and hot for when you slam it, and you mold it.
Will Turner style.
Yep, like a fucking man.
Like a fucking man. What
What
would you?
what is it? Is fucking blacksmith? I don't know.
Yeah. Would you improve anything about it, or is it perfect?
It's pretty damn good right now. I don't know if I say it's perfect, but I don't have any ideas off the top of my head for how to improve it, because one other thing I want to mention about it is it sounds pretty dank for Ironman, because what you could also do, it's not just like with regular smithing where it's like you need ore and that you make into bars and that's it. Or you need these bars and you make it into this item. It is, you could take the items and they have a bar value to them. So you get your drops while you're doing Slayer or whatever, like your adamant swords, even your iron sword, shit like that. You could just chuck it in to Giant's Foundry and it'll count. It has a bar value attributed to it. So instead of a bar, you're just chucking that item. So instead of having to deal with the item as an Iron Man, you could just turn that into raw smithing XP.
Raw
And then
XP
also-
no item. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, your boy the Giant, who's giving you the job, he pays you handsomely after you complete it. At least if you do it moderately fine, which is, it's definitely not an AFK mini game. And it seems like not a lot of mini games are AFK, are they?
I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to be so many actions that it feels like a game, like a video game itself. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they definitely hit that with the Foundry, because if you stand at something for just a couple seconds too long, you could be fucking up your whole sword, and you could be slashing your benefits for completing it.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't the end of the world, of course. Just go next, right? But
Yeah, dude. So you just want to be on point.
it's kind of a
on
waste
that
of
one.
time. Yep.
I think you
Because
don't-
the quality of the sword goes down when you fuck it up, or when you do an action to it that isn't called for.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get less money and less smithing XP, to my understanding, at the end. Maybe it's just less money, actually, but I'm loving the money. It's how I got my first 100K on the iron right now. So
sexy
you'll
money.
have to, yeah, that'll show up in my Iron Man video for sure.
Where do the dopamine hits come from in that mini game?
The dope hits, yeah, it's one
What's
of
the
those
dope?
ones where
What's
yeah,
the dope?
it's certainly not ideal. You're not doped up the whole
Is it
time.
XP drop? Is like
It's the XP drop.
Okay, so
It's the ending.
or is
It's
there
when
money?
you're done. It's like, I'm finally done with this fucking sword. Take this shit. Even though they don't take long, they take 4 to 5 minutes. I think.
Okay.
I think my worst ones are 6 minutes long right now. But I don't have any of the like the reward shop. You could actually buy more molds to make more different swords.
Mhm.
And I think those molds make the swords harder to make, but they also give you more rewards when you make them. So I haven't gotten into that portion of it yet, but the dope is definitely the drop at the end, a big smithing XP and big money. But the issue is with the money, it's like, where's the money at? because it goes right into your bank. So your bank stack is just
I don't like
stacking.
stuff. I don't like stuff like that.
And
I like,
you don't see it in your inventory stacking, so then
Yeah.
you don't know what you just earned unless you read the dialogue box.
yeah.
And I ain't trying to read when I'm playing RuneScape.
Yeah, for me, the dopamine hit is like when you see the new thing pop up. When
Mm.
you're like, boom, there's the pop up. There's what I'm
Yep.
picking up. That's what I did it for. So
But
if it just goes to the bank, it's like, wah.
I was doing it from like level 42 to I only have like enough bars to. Well, I did 2 swords worth of bars to try it out first, because you need a good inventory worth of bars. So it's a little bit of upfront investment, one may say, or like I went mining for it, literally,
Yeah.
to get the iron and steel bars. But I was getting a level every single sword I made, so that is
So you have to
extreme dope.
Do you have
And
to?
I was like level 40 smithing already. I went from level 40-ish to level 48 off of 8 swords or something like that. I was leveled every time. It was great.
Yeah. So like, that stuff I don't usually like, but I would probably wait till late game to do that a lot. So I don't really like one drop stop levels, but that's just me because I'm retarded.
I love it, that level going up.
You're,
And obviously,
you're a Quest
it's
XP
nice
guy.
and easy for like your low levels. So obviously, I'm not flexing a 50 smithing level, but you gotta get your smithing up somehow. And I was getting it up via the Giants Foundry.
Yep.
I was getting mad XP and mad sexy money doing it.
What's your second favorite minigame?
Yeah, so I don't know. That's definitely not my favorite, but
Okay,
it was the one that
most
impacted
useful.
me the most recently. All right, actually looking at this minigames list again, I don't really fuck with many of them heavy at all.
What about the main?
So-
what about the rune crafting?
Yep, the rune crafting one, Guardians of the Rift, that one, at least comparatively to everything else in rune crafting, Guardians of the Rift is the fucking goat, right? Because ain't
never done
nobody like rune crafting.
I
Ain't
do.
nobody
But
trying
I don't
to.
really.
No, you don't. Your rune crafting level's shite.
Yeah.
Even
well,
on your
I was
main.
on. It's
Is it
70. Ah, face
70 plus, yeah.
it. Dude, if it's over 50, you're good because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
takes so long.
We're not super noobs, for
yeah,
sure.
we've spent.
We put in
hours,
some hours rune crafting, but even my main,
Not like the rest. Not
it's
like
under
most
80 rune
listeners,
crafting
probably.
still, even doing Guardians of the Rift a little bit. But what Guardians of the Rift has done is made rune crafting so much more digestible, so much more grindable, so
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, because the problem with the regular rune crafting is like mining essence, getting essence, not that interesting. Not takes a long time if you're mining it. So mining is bullshit. And then, like, when you run the runes, all you're doing is running from bank to pretty much the wilderness, right? For the abyss, or
You don't fuck with the Abyss though, do you?
No, I'd like the abyss. It's
Okay.
just I don't like feel like doing it on a low level.
hmm I always did Abyss rune crafting before Guardians
Yeah,
of
because
the
I
Rift
hate
came
getting
out.
hit like by.
And
Oh
that
my
shit
God.
is so annoying because then you have to go into the wilderness, even though it's super low level wilderness. You just
That's
teleport
that
with
is a
a
cool
mage,
design,
but you could still die during that period. You could still get PK'd there,
Mhm.
and that's just fucking bullshit. That's a waste of time when I'm trying to be rune crafting, man. And then, but it's still the best option to go into the wilderness, and then you have to climb through whatever bullshit obstacles is in there, getting past the grub lords or whatever they're called. The fucking abyss monsters, creatures, disgusting. And
Yeah,
low
dude,
levels
those-
die to those,
Yeah, so that's why. I
and then
don't do
you
it.
gotta fucking find your rift in the fucking circle after you'd even like choose where to pop in the circle and where to get through the outer layer. So the abyss is fucking bullshit. And then when you're a low level and you have to mine all your essence, that's good work. That's like that's an investment of
task.
time.
Yeah, that's a task.
And you, especially when you're banking them all, and then you take those and you walk from the bank to the altar if you're not doing the abyss method, and that's so much chill. That's super chill. Love it. But
Dude, this bee.
yep, without energy
He
or
wants to be
stamina
on.
pots, that shit's AIDS. I ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah.
So then, ZMI pretty good, but that's another bullshit and recent method, just like Guardians of the Rift. But the real thing with Guardians of the Rift is you could start it off right away. You mine your essence right in the minigame. You craft your essence into runes right there, right then. It's ridiculously efficient. It's so nice. It's exactly what rune crafting should have been. from the start, likely. But rip lavas.
Yeah, press F. On my first character, I'd dude, he might hit it wrong. He does. But on my first character, I was doing some air and mind rune making, and it was like cool, but it reminded me of agility, where you like get like just bits and pieces of XP, and it's more about like, I don't know. It didn't feel like an entire skill. It just felt like something that was there from like RS1 days, you know, like stuff that's just like a real simple point and click game.
I must say, I'm damn near thankful that Guardians of the Rift is out now, especially since
What
doing an iron now.
Yeah.
Because
What drops have you got?
rune crafting not ideal.
What drops?
And
have you
we
got
got dummy lucky in the Guardians of the Rift, possibly. But y'all are gonna have to stay tuned to the video to see that one.
Okay,
It might
you
have
don't
been the
wanna give
most
away your drops?
insane Iron Man start ever.
Maybe.
That's right.
Very close to it. How many drops?
It's
How
definitely
many
up there
uniques?
in RNG.
Can you tell me how many uniques you got? That won't spoil.
3 out of 17 on the collection log currently.
All right. That's pretty good.
68 rifts searched and 41 rifts closed. So 68 divided by 41 is less than 2, so that's obviously not. I'm stacking up some rewards right now, so I haven't done all my pulls, but in those 68 pulls, I've gotten 3 uniques, and one of them might be a banger.
Yeah. So the thing I don't like. I've seen Guardians of the Rift. It kind of reminds me of that other from RS3, that other Wizard Tower mini game. But the reason why I like have no problem with it is because that one other rune crafting method that was kind of like draining souls from like summoning creatures or whatever that was in RS3. I thought that was like the dumbest crap ever, and like I was like, how do you like, what is this even? Like it's not even, it doesn't make any sense. It's like Josh doesn't know about it, but
Yeah, I haven't done any rune crafting in RS3. I've done some wood cutting.
Old heads should know what I'm talking about. It's like that that fucking abyssal plane or whatever, where you suck like runes out of animals. Do not like that. I like the fucking Guardians of the Rift because it looks like original rune crafting, even though it's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, if Guardians of the Rift came out at the start of rune crafting,
you wouldn't even know, right?
Would have fit right in.
Yeah.
We're looking gorgeous.
So that's props to the Jagex team for that one.
Yeah, some good new OP content that we like to see to make our lives easier as Team Sexy Money Iron Man.
Okay, so
let's talk about a real fucking mini game. How about that?
Yeah.
Unless you got a topic right now you're rolling into.
I got my 2 favorites. Should I talk about that? Or?
Yep.
Okay, so my favorite, I would say, is pest control.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got to talk about PC
Political
ASAP.
correctness.
That's the real shit when we're talking about mini games.
Yeah. So
it's actually made a hardcore resurgence recently.
Why do you think it's fun?
Secret is, I don't think it's fun. Nah, it's pretty fun. Like, because it's combat.
Yeah.
It's fucking Slayer, essentially. And who doesn't like that shit? Who doesn't want to kill some fucking monsters?
Who doesn't just want to mindlessly
and win some fucking games, get some fucking rewards, and get the fuck out?
Pray a little, save a little, kill a little. What more could you want?
Yep.
I think it's cool.
I'm not really trying to pray much. I'm just trying to slam. Yeah. I did wait until the highest level I was able to get on the level 100 boat or whatever it was.
Yeah.
On my main, but that might be different on the iron. We might have to be grinding early.
Dude, so you know what's funny is that back in the day there was only one boat and everyone was put together, and it made no sense because like
that's better. No,
it's interesting, but like
a
level
50,
a level 50 and a level 120, like what is the level 50 even gonna do?
Like
you're gonna get killed by the
game
monsters.
As hard as like the highest level boat, or do you know?
I think it was, but
damn, that'd be rough. If the game was as hard as the lowest level boat, then I get it, but it sucks because then you'd be getting lower rewards probably as a higher player. So their system's pretty nice now.
3-tiered pest control was a really good update.
Do you think they keep the population up in those? They must, especially nowadays. People are grinding that XP these days.
The pest control world is fire usually, from what I remember.
I just grinded it out straight through on my main for a void.
Yeah, I have full void on my main.
I haven't gotten a lead void,
use it though. I've never used the void ever. Like maybe like twice.
I use it because it's so easy to use, especially if you want to switch.
Yeah, it's just
because I got both the helmet switches too.
So what does it do? Like, is it like a prayer set or what? Like, what's the special?
It gives. I think I don't really know. We gotta look into that.
It's just easy for multitasking,
But I
pretty
think
much,
that
right?
yeah, and the gimmick with it always was that it gets better when you're higher level. So
Oh, okay,
I
yeah, that
don't
makes
know
sense.
if it's. I think it's a power set rather than an accuracy set, and I think your accuracy is lower compared to other armor sets, which
Okay,
is why, especially against
it's not
monsters
amazing.
with defense, you're not going to be wanting to rock the void for maximum DPS. But void still fucking slams. So if you ain't worried about best in slot, which I ain't all the time, sometimes void's the best in slot because it's nice and easy.
Hmm. Yeah, Void is. I think just Void just looks cool. Like the Void Ranger helm just looks cool.
Yeah, it
That's pretty
looks
much the
clean
only
as
reason why I
hell.
ever got it. So one of the things I think is like really fun about pest control is that since there's like the night and like the four portals, like everyone has to go to like one of the different spots to start out with. So like you kind of assume a role. So you're like, oh, I'm the northwest guy, or like I'm the east guy, and then you just go to the first portal that opens up, or you like stop the guys from breaking the doors. So like there's multiple roles, multiple places, multiple things, and like it just makes it so like everyone has to choose one thing, and you guys got to kind of work together and kind of just solo it. But at the end of the day, it's like,
Have you played every role?
yeah, but like it's not, those roles aren't
Okay.
really specific. It's more like people just run around and
Mm,
fucking do whatever, right?
yeah, that's what I was about to get into. Like
Nobody
the
ever closes the
main
door.
role in pest control
Hold the door.
is you're just running around killing shit, and then you're killing the portal,
Hmm.
and it's really not that much to it. Maybe you gotta kill the spinners before you can
Dude,
kill the portal because your DPS is
the
ass.
brawler tankers are like the lit part, that when they tank like the brawler and like the 20 minions behind it, so the
But then if you watch like an in-depth guide of how pest control works and shit, there's like they recommend people defending inside, and there is always people defending inside, and then
yeah, you need like
always
three
closing the
people at least.
door.
Yeah, yeah.
But like when you're a normal person
You just do
actually
whatever you
hopping
feel
into
like,
the
right?
mini
Yeah,
game,
yeah. You just fucking
just get
blitz it.
to
Hit
hitting the
something. Just
monsters
fucking
and
win
hitting
something.
the portals. It really ain't much to it, and
I
and
like.
that's how it is with a lot of mini games, right?
Yeah. What do you think
A
about
lot
the?
of mini games, there's these little niche roles that, well, that's actually a thing in Guardians of the Rift too. In the Guardians of the Rift, you might lose because you don't create barriers at the start using the free shitty cells at the start. They give you weak cells to start that you can just grab off a table,
Mhm.
and the meme is the Iron Men are supposed to do it and get the barriers up and going before they start mining their essence
Mhm.
to get to crafting. And yeah, you can definitely lose games off that, and that is a little role I've been playing as Iron. And also, I could definitely recommend Guardians of the Rift for that early crafting XP as an Iron Man. You're gonna see in my
That's
video
actually,
too.
yeah, that's something that all the new stuff has, is like the secondary XP drops that aren't for like the main thing, like
They're too
Motherload
damn
Mine.
high.
Yeah. Like the Motherload Mine with the crafting, or um Winter Tot with the woodcutting.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's pretty.
which skill are we training here?
Yeah, Motherload Mine isn't too high. I
It's not,
definitely
no,
don't
it's like
want
10,
to
it's like a K of
have
fucking.
my broad statement apply to all this stuff, but it definitely feels like the crafting experience is a little bit too high in Guardians of the Rift currently because early crafting levels on a shitty Iron Man were no big deal. And I don't think that should be the case particularly. I thought it was supposed to be a fucking grind.
Mm.
But all I had to do was pick up free shit off that table at the start of the
Free
start of the
shit, baby.
game and make the Guardians to protect the Rift.
Hmm.
And
I'm gonna check
we're
the.
straight
I'm
chilling.
gonna check how much time it's real quick, just so it doesn't fuck up.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, it's still rolling.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just trying to.
Rolly-olying?
Like, hour and 13 left, 18% battery. Yeah, we gotta fucking plug it in.
18% bat?
Yeah.
Dangler. Yeah, we gotta plug that shit in.
Let's finish pest control and then we'll fucking pause.
Okay.
So, one thing that's amazing about pest control is that you can fail. And like, non-failure in a minigame is like, it's almost too good to be true. It's like, at least with like a PvE or PvP, like Guardians of the Rift is like player versus skill almost. So it's not really like, doesn't need a failure state. But failure in the combat sense is almost necessary, I would say, for a minigame. Because it reminds me of like in World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, they made like these islands where like you just like go and fight PvE, and like there was no way to like kill the other team or like so it just became stupid. Like just like if you can't fail, then it's like what are we even doing here, you know?
I think that's definitely a common theme amongst the mini games.
Yeah, so like Giants Foundry, can you fail like real bad or?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Or, like-
I haven't. All Guardians of the Rift I have, and I haven't tried
How
to
do you-
fail,
how
but
do
I
you
think
fail
you have to
in-
try to fail
Yeah.
to fail Guardian.
Yeah, so what I
Giants
like is
Foundry.
one that like that has a fail state maybe like 10 to 20% of the time. That's why I like pest controls, because usually there's like every once in a while you
10
just
to
get a game that just
20%,
doesn't
damn.
work. Yeah. Every once in a while you just get a game where like people just aren't communicating and like nobody does one certain role and then it just fucks up. So it really makes you have to like pay attention. So like people cover each other's gaps and all that. I do like how you can get regular combat XP from pest control, because you're already getting combat XP and there's like a little bonus after you get like 100 points or whatever. It's a nice little.
I don't know. People are doing that for supposedly some of the highest rates you could get.
Okay, then I don't really like
So
that.
it might not be only a little bonus. It might be a
See, I always.
fat bonus at the end of a good grind.
Do you have to like have a team to do that, or like?
I don't know how it
is
works.
I always thought it was just mediocre XP. But then again, you're.
I ain't grinding it for XP. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. See, since you're not, makes me think that it actually isn't, right?
But also, I'm not an XP grinder. I'm a collection log grinder.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
levels are just going to
You're
come to me.
mainly
The
an
XP is going to come.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
you're a log grinder because you're.
If you're going to get all the logs, then you're going to get probably all the levels that coincide with those logs before you get all the logs, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't worried about levels for shit right now.
And I feel like pest control is cool because it's not required for anything. You just go there and do it if you feel like it, or you just never do it if you don't feel like it. And it's kind of like out of the way, so it's not like
Pest control.
you wouldn't even know it
OGs, yeah.
exists if you've never been there.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't. It's so daunting at first too.
Yeah.
That's one thing with mini games. They're so daunting.
Especially,
I bet so many players
Trouble
don't
Brewing.
even try mini games.
Yeah, Trouble
Just
Brewing
because
is
they're a
like,
pain in the dick. All the good players are gonna shit on you and make fun of you.
yeah, maybe there needs to be like some way to introduce people to mini games, like a mini game of.
Well, that's what
minigames.
YouTube videos are for.
Yeah, but like a thing in game for all the noobs who don't watch YouTube.
Yeah, they've been trying that, especially with the new ones like Guardians of the Rift. To be able to do it, you have to do a quest that's essentially Guardians of the Rift.
Yeah.
Like it's essentially doing the mini game. Same thing with Giants Foundry.
Yeah, having
They
quest
have you
intro.
do it.
Maybe
via
pest control
quest
needs
to intro you.
intro quest.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot more people play pest control too. I bet you there's some pest control lovers out there that don't even know they love pest control because they never even heard of it.
Exactly. You know what's?
And they play Scape plenty.
Yeah.
I'm talking about scapers when I say that.
Exactly.
Not just humans in the world.
Bro, like, I think pest control just like wrecks Soul Wars. What do you think?
Yeah.
I just think it's so much more fun.
I haven't seen a Soul Wars nothing. The only Soul Wars I see, and same thing with Castle Wars actually, is fucking the
Collection
games get
logs.
cheesed all the time.
Yeah, it's because it's
for
too
collection
cheesed.
logs.
Maybe they need to.
And I think that's what we should do actually. We should just fucking cheese them, or I'll just cheese them with my main.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Because fuck them, I don't respect them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're gonna end up doing, unless Jagex comes up with a way to de-cheese it. Because if everybody's super, then nobody's super.
And it's so easy to choose too. It's like basically AFKing for 20 minutes, damn near. So that's definitely gonna be something we're gonna do when we're editing a video or something.
That's pretty much all I got for pest
We'll give us
control.
some time. Yep, unless you want to roll back on like those mini games with dual sources of XP. Right now, let's give it a pause and plug her in.
All right. All right. Well, we got it. It's rolling now.
All right. Fuck your Twink account, you prissy bitch.
Twink accounts are for twinks.
So do you want to
I'm
talk
a
about
pink
those dual XP sources again? You want to roll back to that?
Yeah, sure.
Or
What you
fuck
got?
it. Just like I don't know. I think it's a great idea, and it totally makes sense when they have
It's a good
within
idea.
the mini game.
It's just kind of weird to
You
me.
get a different source of XP than the main source, but I don't know. Like I said, with the crafting and Guardians of the Rift, it might have gone a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, tiny bit.
But otherwise, I love it. Like construction on Wintertide, give me more. But also, construction's just a pain in the dick.
Yeah, construction's construction. You could throw construction on XP on anything. I wouldn't care.
On the topic of construction, a new mini game, Mahogany Homes, in the game.
Yes, that
Or new to me at least, pretty damn new.
Mahogany Homes is great. Definitely the best way for.
That's one you can't fail though.
Yeah, but it's like you can't fail on regular construction either. It's not like combat, so it's like.
If you fail on regular construction, you're fucking dog shit.
Yeah, if you get yourself stuck in your own basement, then it's like, what are you doing, dude? Alright, number 2 for me is Barbarian Assault.
Yeah, that's another classic. A beloved one.
What's your favorite part about Barbarian Assault?
My favorite part about Barbarian Assault is getting my fucking torso and getting the fuck out.
What about the penis head?
Yeah, I can't wait to actually grind out the whole log though.
Yeah.
Especially if we could run it basically the whole time together. That would be mega fun.
Dude.
Because playing with shitters is not a great idea, but also I'm a shitter, so.
Yeah. I feel like Barbarian Assault people think is way harder than it actually is.
I've never actually had an issue with Barbarian Assault.
People say, like, I can't find a team.
I'm not level 5 everything. I don't have the penance pet, so I don't really know.
Yeah. That's like, dude, that beat. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I really think that the rewards are what part of what makes Barbarian Assault good, because like the Penance Queen, that's like it's like what, 1 in 300?
It's a respected pet.
It's very respected because it's like a random minigame that's fire, and it's like a cool. It looks ugly as sin. It's like it's fucking the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's still the one I want most for some reason. I don't know.
I saw a plushie line recently called Ugly Cute.
Yeah. So Barb Assault, cool because there's 4 roles but 5 people. What do you think about that? Like, there's one person who does a double roll.
Yeah, that's confusing as hell, but at least the double roll's attacker.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to be though.
Yeah.
Like if you just need a 5th person, they can just fill whatever they want to fill.
The other main one to swap to is healer for the last one.
Yeah, healer is.
But
for the queen.
Yeah, at least for the queen.
Yeah, because then the queen is like the only hard part about Barbarian Assault, really.
I don't even know. And it's not even hard if you get used to it.
Yeah,
once it's like
because like
that's kind of
the
thing
eggs
with all
just work.
RuneScape though.
Yeah, it just works. Like if you don't know, you can kind of get slammed. You're not praying correctly, then you get slammed. But
Penance Queen's kind of like Jad, I guess,
True.
to fight caves. It's definitely like a little bit different. It's different mechanics than the rest of it, for the most part. But in the end, it's the same, and you'll fucking get it. You'll get it your second time or some shit.
I really like how the different roles make for different skill expressions. So you can, whoa, helicopter, bro. Do you see that? That was low. Maybe Lifestar or something.
Fuck a helicopter.
But the different roles make for like a lot of skill expression. Like a defender, like you can get, like defending is the hardest one.
Role.
Yeah, like you have to be really good at defender. Like you have to learn it. Like you have to know how to drop stuff to bait them and everything. So like when you meet a good defender, like you're like, this guy's
defender also happens to be the dumbest role.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually the dumbest fucking most abstract shit is the one that you need the unique one trick for, the guy.
Yeah, and then nobody wants to do it.
God to do it for
like
you.
I love collecting the eggs. Like that's my shit. I just want to pick up.
lit.
It's like pick up red egg, pick up green egg.
Getting in the groove of calling is just the thing for Barber Assault, and once you got that, you're good.
Once everyone's like on point with that, so like boom, boom, boom.
And there's tons of guys out there for that one as well, thankfully, because otherwise it'd be confusing as shit. But honestly, running it with randoms has never been an issue for me. I'm pretty sure I did that on my main. I got a
people always complain about it, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how trash are you?
Yeah, usually you don't run into too bad players. And usually people don't try to rush in on their accounts too early because you can get fucked if you're a low defense or something. My account's damn near good enough now too. Like basically rune armor is what they recommend. It's my understanding.
And the fact that it's like a hard game means like you can make money off of it too. Like you can like organize groups to like to run people through it and make money. Like
there's big Barbasol groups.
Yeah, what other like stuff can you like make money on like that?
Yeah, what other? I don't think there's another minigame quite like it like that.
Like,
I'm sure there's people who
like
do
doing-
Castle Wars shit.
doing raids, like scouting raids.
Oh, in Trouble Brewing, there's a group that basically does Trouble Brewing
That runs you through
boosting
it,
as
yeah.
well.
I'm sure there's something for Castle Wars too.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I like
definitely is for
Barb
Castle
Assault because
Wars.
like I feel like running Barb Assault groups for people is more of a, it makes more sense.
Hmm.
Also, I really like the barbarian area of the game in general.
Yeah, the barbarian aspect of RuneScape is fucking lit.
Yeah.
Barbarians are lit.
Yeah, it's
like
just like
alone.
it's just like a cool place,
it just
cool
makes
people.
sense, yeah.
Like
It all adds
you learn
up.
like a savage way to do an old skill.
Oh yeah, barb fishing is the goat.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Well, I'm working on that. That's going to be my stopping point for fishing in Temperos, because there's a big collection log for that. I'm going to get around 55 fishing or something like that.
Yeah,
You go
dude, that's
do
what
the barb training.
Alcan was doing.
And
Temperos.
then you could hand catch the fish at Temperos and get strength XP.
Yeah,
So I'm going to be doing that.
bro, Alcan is a fucking.
At least before we get dragon harpoons or
Yeah,
something.
you watch any?
Alcan's insane.
Yeah, you watch
He's
any
a
Alcan?
fucking monster. He's so many god tier accounts. He's
Yeah.
a grinder for real, for real.
Dude.
I'm trying to get like Alcan with this account.
Bro, imagine if we could, like, every time I start a new account, Alcan like starts a new account after me, and then within like a
And he
month
finishes it.
he's higher level.
Yeah. Higher level than your main. Higher level than your first account ever. Yeah.
I've been playing since 2013.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember in like high school telling you to play old school maybe, and you're like, oh yeah, and we got a group together eventually. But
I think I gave it a try on and off.
yeah, that's like.
Audio is looking a little bit weird there, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, that just.
Must have been like wind or something.
Yeah, that was the one actually. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like the new mini games as much as those old two.
Yeah, those old two are just too perfect though.
So
You just can't make better. There's a
I
bunch
think
of
they
old
can.
shitty
Though.
ones.
I think they can with sailing. Like sailing.
Oh, yeah.
There should be a new mini game involved.
Sailing
in
sounds like a mini game itself.
It does, but I think what sailing should be, or it might be, is like I don't know, like Sea of
Oh.
Thieves, but like different islands or something, and like maybe there's a mini game island, maybe there's a skilling island, maybe like I don't know, but it's more about like navigating to them is what I think it's gonna be.
Okay. Does that remind you of an old style of minigame, maybe?
Yeah, like dungeoneering a little bit is what I think it's gonna end up being like, but it's gonna be like dungeoneering mixed with Sea of Thieves, where you control your ship and like sail around an ocean. Maybe they create maybe they make the entire ocean like navigable and like have like shipping lanes, and I don't know. Kind of makes me think.
I ain't looking forward to sailing.
I am,
Good to hear.
but who knows what it'll be? You might
Yeah,
love
exactly.
it. It might be OP.
It better be fucking good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a waste of an addition to the game.
I don't know. I think it's
We
gonna be
shouldn't
like,
even add a skill to the game in the first
like
place.
I think they should. I think all the other ideas except sailing were trash. And I think like
I fuck with summoning harder than sailing.
I don't really like summoning,
Or
but
divination.
I wouldn't hate summoning.
Just slamming another AFK skill. Fuck it.
I would hate that. Yeah, I feel like sailing is gonna be like all skills put together
That'd
into
be
like one
fire.
thing.
To do a little training here, a little training there, while training your sailing the whole time. Kind of like Slayer with combat, but sailing with everything
Mhm.
else, maybe.
What do you think a sailing mini game would look like? Or an island, or like whatever, or what do you want?
Sailing minigame to me, it sounds like, I don't know, some like boat races, some pirate battles.
See, the thing is, I don't know if you
some-
can even like race in RuneScape because it's like the tick-based stuff. Like, doesn't really make any
Yeah.
sense. Like
That's why sailing to me sounds like shite.
I feel like it's gonna be more like
Like the physical sailing portion of it, like controlling a ship and shit sounds stupid.
I think it sounds fire. We'll see.
But
We'll see
I
what
could
they
definitely see a minigame try to do something with that, I guess. But then also I could see it being something as dumb as like those ones, like minigames that you, it's not even a minigame, but just like portions of RuneScape that just use like a map and like arrow keys as like representing you traversing or something.
Yeah. What about
There's like a
Enlightened
couple
Journey?
quests like
Enlightened
that,
Journey?
like the balloon quest.
Yeah.
Is that Enlightened Journey? And then I think there's other ones just like that. I think Temple Trekking is a little bit similar to that. Like you like see the path and you just move along that, and then like you run into a new instance. So I could definitely see it being something like that. Maybe like you want to sail somewhere, but then maybe you run into something, so then you gotta mine the rocks out of the way or attack the fucking monsters that are stopping you.
Mhm. So you knew this was coming, but I think they should add stealing creation to sailing somehow. What do you think? Oh yeah, you don't know about it. So Theotrix, I think, made a video recently that really I don't understand why people don't make more videos about it. Like we need
Wait,
stealing creation.
Theoatrix?
Yeah. On
He
his
talked
second
about
account.
bringing stealing creation back.
He was
or
just
what?
talking about it on his
Okay.
second account. And
I hear stealing creation's the goat mini game of the
yeah,
olden days.
that's what I always
Any
thought.
old heads
That and Guthix
have any thoughts about it to put down in the comments maybe?
But it was like around the same time as that other PvP one, but like stealing creation is amazing because it uses just about every skill, I think. It might like not use one or two, but like a mini game that has all skills,
Sounds lovely.
that's the dream, right?
Yeah.
All
May as well. It
skills
sounds
used.
like RuneScape, bro. It sounds
Yeah.
like the game already.
Because like all like not every account is max, so it's like cool that there's like tiers of of resources and stuff in stealing creation that like basically make every level like worthwhile. Like
Oh, really?
the Logbees go like get the low level clay and like they build their like low level stuff to attack the other Logbees with, and then the big guys just like focus each other, and then like it's all about the points, so it's like all about how much clay you bring back, which is cool. So I don't think it should look exactly like the bland ass.
I ain't trying to be mining clay, that's for sure.
Well, it's not
I
like
mined enough of that as an early
it's
game iron to
clay.
make some soft clay.
It's clay. Like it turns into it's just a resource, so they don't have to have like a new rock or a new like mithril, you know.
Okay.
Like imagine if they had to make like they could just use
They've been
OGs,
making new
but-
shit for every other fucking mini game. New items, like the new Guardian Essence or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh
in
yeah, they're
Guardians of the
new, but
Rift.
like
New areas. They make whole ass new areas. New. Fuck. What is the other one?
I was gonna say that the all the clay is good because it makes one resource
Some
into
currency.
into a bunch of different types of armor, and like I don't know how to explain it, but it like just makes it so like that all it just works.
They make a new currency for every damn new mini game, every damn new area in the game.
Yeah,
They ain't
So it's
worried about
annoying.
adding new bullshit to the game. To
Like
make
they could totally do that
the
with the
one
new
thing
one.
work in isolation. Fuck it.
Yeah, so
They
like
could definitely do it again.
for a new one, I'm thinking like an island. Like stealing creation is just like a boring like gray landscape with gray clay. I think like the new island, like you're actually running around like getting like real wood and like real fish and like it's not
Yeah.
like you're saying like just make new stuff or like just use the old stuff like rune or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, basically 2 teams.
Maybe they should just use Varlamore.
True. I mean, I think that's where they're gonna put sailing starting. I
Okay.
think that's where you're gonna start sailing. And so
Varlamore OP.
yeah, I really think that there's gonna be like an RT. There should be like an RTS, like 2 teams fighting against each other. It's not like an RTS. It's like
That'd be fire.
each player is like their own character, obviously. So it's not like you're controlling stuff, but it's essentially just like a war where you're like, hey, you go get those resources, you go get those resources, you steal from them, you kill them, like just distribute like the war, and also make
Sounds
it
like Troubled Bruin, but at a bigger scale.
yeah, and actual combat instead of like some boring like. Go
So
make a
actually
beer.
PvP.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So like
A nice little PvP minigame would be fire, like one that people
Yeah.
actually give a fuck about.
so
and
in
actually
stealing
play.
creation, you would kill
Because
people.
there ain't no current ones.
Yeah, you
that anyone cares about.
You would kill people for the drop, so you can put the clay back into your team tribute area, and that's like the points. So like, pretty much all skillers made money. Like all skillers help their team. All fucking PvPers help their team. All like, just like random players help their team.
Having
like-
a little something for everyone sounds a little great.
It's so good for minigame because just makes it more accessible to everyone.
Right.
And it's like when you play Soul Wars and you can't even like get across the map. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what's the fun part?
I never even played Soul Wars, to be honest.
Oh my god, stealing creation. Oh, I think they could do a skill bracket too. Like imagine like a 3-tiered system like pest control where like
Based on your level or based on
so
like
it's
a
like
skill?
a fair fight. Yeah,
Okay.
on a total level maybe.
Yep.
Like
So based on a common level or a total level, okay.
that would just make it so it's like fun for everyone, and it would also make it so like you could play as like a level 20 or something and
You
still
got
have
the
fun.
minigame scale correctly for those people. Yeah.
So the crazy thing about Stealing Creation was the rewards, dude. Do you ever know about the rewards? You would get
Were they fire?
yeah, dude. You would get like a pickaxe that gives you double XP, and it's like it only lasts for like 20k or something.
Okay.
But like people would actually, that was actually like the best way to train was go play Stealing Creation and then go train with that. So like it was super popular for the rewards and the gameplay.
That's a great idea, and that's something I think they could definitely incorporate into sailing, because you go and get that pirate's booty.
Oh my god, yeah, it could just upgrade sailing itself. It doesn't, like, what people don't like is that like everyone just started doing Stealing Creation for like the mining and like the extra XP.
Okay.
But maybe it could just help with sailing stuff, and maybe
only extra sailing XP, or maybe the only way to
not
get
like
sailing
only
XP.
sailing, but like it would just help. Yeah, dude, all of sailing could be Stealing
I
Creation.
see a little
itself.
bit. Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
What if all
that
of
could be fire?
It's just like a big
I
Stealing
could see
Creation.
sailing being a big mini game, and just like if you want to do sailing, then you play this mini game.
Yeah,
it'd
be like just a big war.
Yeah.
And maybe like the rest of sailing is like kind of like agility shortcuts almost, where you're just like kind of like
agility shortcuts are the goat.
Yeah, we just
that
kind
is
of
a
hop on your
genius
boat.
map game design by
truly.
or whoever thought
because
of that.
agility has almost no real
like
use.
gating the map.
Yeah,
like
by
make you do a little bit more annoying shit to traverse until you train on annoying ass skill to a higher level to be able to do the easy shit. Just gating the map via things that aren't just gates that say you shall not pass.
Yeah,
is genius.
Yeah.
But definitely the shortcut I'm looking forward to most getting unlocked, and I don't even have it unlocked on my main, surprisingly, is the one between Draenor and Port Sarim.
Oh, the fucking underground one. That's medium.
Yeah, I just never did the medium diary, I guess, for that area on the main. But the iron's gonna get fucking everything done. So can't wait for that, because running to Port Sarim from Draenor sucks, especially when you're running to Draenor from Lumbridge.
Yeah. Bro,
gotta get a glory up in here.
Yeah, the Lumbridge walk back is crazy early game. You have to like that's the only teleport you have, and you have to like walk all the way back to like Ardoon or something.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be done with that. Thankfully, that's a really fast part of the game, but just rolling everywhere, really, that's fucked. It's something else, that's for sure.
So you think sailing should mostly be like a war mini game, kind of like Stealing Creation, where everyone just kind of like...
I'm down with that. I don't think sailing should be a skill at all. So
well,
best of luck to Jagus.
I don't think...
Yeah, I'm sure they have a great idea in mind, and
what's a skill I don't
fucking
respect?
better, right?
I don't think fletching should be a skill. Fletching's pointless.
Yeah, fletching.
Fire making is even more pointless.
Yeah, fire making's dog shit. All right.
So like, even if sailing's bad,
there's a bunch of butt fuck skills already. We don't need sailing.
No, we do. We need sailing.
Right.
It's coming anyway. You can't stop it. Yeah. So I think we have the.
You want to run through the ass skills real quick?
Nah. We'll do that some other day. I just think that sailing is the opportunity to make the single best mini game yet.
Yeah.
We could make a real mini war RuneScape scenario, because like wilderness is like not war. Wilderness is butt rape.
Yeah, wilderness ain't shit.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, so fucking like in 10 years people could be playing like Stealing Creation, I think. Like it's just fun enough to play by itself, or was. I don't know.
Is there a Stealing Creation only server?
Yeah, I mean, there's a...
I don't mean like a world on RS3, I mean like
not.
a private server maybe.
No, this is just a mini game in the random area.
Cause that'd be hilarious if there's an old school private server just for Stealing Creation.
Do you have any mini game rewards you would like to see? Because for me,
I got plenty of mini game rewards I want to see on my own account,
but like not like one you can
ones that
think
I'm
of
looking
yourself.
for, like to add to the game. Not really, particularly any. It'd be nice, I guess, to make some of the rewards like viable again, if that's even possible, to revive some mini games.
I think there should be a no duplicate third age drop reward. So collection log hunters don't have to spend
That'd be
100 years.
insane.
They only have to spend 10 years.
Yeah, okay.
So like, and it's toggleable, and you get it from Stealing Creation. That's
Do
how
a lot of collection log hunters have a shit ton of like duplicate third aid bullshit?
No, but like as soon as you get one, you're like, okay, there's 1,000 hours gone because I have to do another 1,000 hours to get another drop, and that's just too much. That's just too much. Because like the whole point of the collection log is everyone wants to fill it. I don't think no duplicates would make it much easier. Like it's still clout.
Yeah. It definitely wouldn't make it too much easier, but it'd definitely make it a lot more attainable.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I could fuck with that.
That's my dream.
I could definitely see
is to make the collection log actually attainable. Because
we're gonna show you how it's attainable as a group, though.
I don't know. We'll see if we even get a single gilded piece of.
We'll see if we get a single trimmed armor. We'll see if we complete a single master clue.
We'll see if I don't fuck up my third account.
Yeah, we'll see if Joestar gets past the early game.
Because I could have been like fucking level 99 and something right now, but I didn't really feel like.
Damn, that would have been an insane grind. You could have definitely been with me.
Fire maker. I could have
900
fucking
plus
winter totted.
total.
We could have winter totted.
Winter tot if you wanted to grind. I'm 69 fire making from that. Lel.
Yeah, so honestly, one of the thing that reminds me most of Minigames is Ender's Game. You ever read that book?
Nah, I watched the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, so they're at the battle school and they have like this little war mini game, but there's also like he has like a computer with like a mini game and like I don't know. It seemed like Ender's Game is like a school of mini games.
Yep.
And
I always love a movie like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of RuneScape. It's like a little simulation where like you're just having fun, but it's also
there's a Ryan Reynolds movie like that recently. It's called like New Guy or something like that.
Yeah. I know. I wanted to watch that, but it looked interesting.
Yeah, it was fucking good. I could vouch for it. It's very similar to that.
Yeah. All right, so you want to go through
the game,
all the other mini games because I think I talked. Stealing Creation, do it.
Just make sailing into a Stealing Creation, Jagex. You fucking know.
And like one that is aesthetically.
You're already
nice.
working on it, probably.
Yeah, we know you guys have barely finished like any of it, but
sun's setting on us, so it's fucking hard to see out here now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we already know Barbasol and Pest Control's the fucking goat. And I mentioned Giant's Foundry, Guardians of the Rift. Those are solid. Other ones to mention. Oh, one I'm looking forward to trying is Howled Sepulchre. That's a pretty new one.
Yes, I want to do that on my main.
Thieving and woodcutting, I don't know.
And agility.
Okay. I'm ready to get that collection log done. That's gonna be fucking fun, I hope.
Do you know what the rewards are?
Nah. Another one I'm down to try, and I don't have very high hopes for it. Is Last Man Standing. It's another recently new one.
That's
like a PvP only one.
That's like bad Stealing Creation in my opinion. Like
okay.
I don't know why
so
they
it's
made
similar
that.
To Stealing Creation.
Like the fighting
it's like
is
PvP only.
Yeah, the fighting is, but like it only
like
uses
you find
existing
random
items.
Shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just seems like they were trying to do something easy to cash in on Battle Royale.
Yep. It seems like an easy Battle Royale one while the Battle Royale wave was going on.
But like the thing is like people who are good at PvP will just wreck you every time. Like you'll never.
Yeah, well, I think there's a shit ton of bots in there, so it's moderately easy to get some kills.
Yeah, but they shouldn't rely on bots.
I'm definitely.
It's just too hard. Like PKing is super specific in RuneScape, so that's why Stealing Creation's fire is because like you can kind of just avoid the PvP if you're.
I'm absolutely not a PKer, but
yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying some Last Man Standing on the Iron. Because I also heard it was the best way to get the rune pouch rather than paying 700 Slayer points for it or whatever the fuck it is. So I'm down with that. If it's quicker than getting the Slayer points, I get to spend those on something else.
Quicker than a Snicker.
So that was an okay. That's like a mid one that they have recently out. One that they flopped recently, I would say, is the Tithe Farm.
Yeah. It's like a okay concept.
Zaya in the Hesidious house there.
Like active farming.
Active farming is cool. Fucking genius in theory. It sounds great.
But it's a theory, yeah.
But then you play that mini game, and it's so hard to get the timing. It's so fucking annoying.
And you just like go to the farming guild, put like all your trees down and whatever, and then you're like, okay, I'll just log off or chill.
Farming is just way more chill. It
was already
better
good.
When you just plant and
farming.
Forget.
Farming is already one of the most robust skills.
And it's already super quick if you want it to be. Except on the iron, we might have trouble keeping it quick, but we want to be farming probably for freaking ever. damn near. So we ain't worried about fast XP. I do got my first oak trees planted, so I'm hoping those will pay out for me decent. But just otherwise, even the rewards aren't even that hot. But
Yeah, you get like the
yeah, the farming set is literally not worth it.
yeah.
If you're not going for a collection log, the farming
or
set
200
is
mil,
a waste of your time.
right? Like, isn't it only worth it if you go for 200 mil?
Something like that. Y'all hear that fart?
Hopefully. Next.
So Tithe Farm dog shit. Nice try though.
Yeah, nice try.
Buff the rates maybe, and it might actually be aight. I'm down. I'm
Just
down
make
to
it.
try it
Just
again.
make it less
But
monotonous.
I think it's like annoying.
Just make it less monotonous, right?
Yeah, and I think like the low tier fruit doesn't grow as well as the high tier or
Yeah,
something
so
like
it's
that.
like not even worth it to do the
know.
low level shit.
Volcanic Mine, I'm looking forward to that. I have no experience in that one.
Same.
And then the last one I want to give a nice little honorable mention to on this for my list is the Brimhaven Agility Arena.
Yes,
That
classic.
shit's been out for a long time, hasn't it?
I would say it's probably like the most fun
Is
agility
Brimhaven
stuff.
OG?
Yeah, it's very. I used to play it. Definitely a fun mini game because I think the key to all mini games.
It's like agility.
Yeah. So like the key to all mini games is having multiple things to do and not knowing which order you're gonna do it in, maybe.
Mm.
And so you have to adapt to the order.
Yeah, I gave it a try early on, and I did get through like 10 tickets or something like that. I needed like the Snapdragon or whatever herb they sold there for an early quest, and it sucked. Being a low level in agility and trying that shit is not worth it.
Because you just get wrecked.
Because you get fucked in damage, or you just can't get around. But once you get hopping on the Brimhaven Agility, I fuck with it heavy. And you get the sickest graceful recolor from it.
Which one is it?
The blue.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that one matches the agility cape, which is cool.
Yep.
So you can wear
the
the
one
cape
that matches
instead
the
of looking
cape
like a
the best.
dunce.
It's gorgeous.
I like how you can stack all the XP with the tickets. It's interesting.
Mm.
Some people think it's troll, but next.
So I think we did a good comb through there of the current minigame list and what we're looking forward to in future minigames and
You don't think there's any other ones?
and whatnot.
I wonder if there's. Oh yeah, so there's this one that you don't know about because it was an old school like RS2. I forgot what it was called. Like Guthix. It was like one of the Guthix. It was Guthix something. But essentially, there was like a big room that you would get teleported into, and it was just like PvP, but you have to go find your mark. So like one person is the attacker and one person is the hider, and you would just like run around chasing, trying to PvP them in like a giant area. And
Sounds pretty cool.
yeah, it was cool. It was like a 1v1 instead of like a. People love that. People love the rewards too. The spiky shields.
Yeah. Honestly, if the minigame has a good reward, it's fucking worth it, no matter what. Even if the minigame is shite.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with anything in RuneScape, basically. If the quest reward's worth it, and the quest sucks, fuck it, you're doing the quest. Morning's End Part 1, Morning's End Part 2, you're doing those quests.
Yeah, so I think the most beautiful thing is when like you got like the activity being fun and the rewards being good, and then you can make double.
Yep. If you have both, the double whammy, that's insane. Does the Magic Training Arena have the double whammy?
I think Magic Training Arena is kind of shitty, but it is good enough. What do you think?
Is the Magic Training Arena the one with the telegraph and
yeah,
shit?
the stuff we were doing like last week.
Infinity outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of fun, but like
So that's a pretty fire
dated.
minigame, I'd say. It's
It's like
definitely dated.
I can't wait till
And they're looking to update it, yeah.
The speed of it.
So I'm definitely looking forward to giving that a try. I'm gonna get a ton of Magic XP in there, that's for sure, on the Iron.
I think that's all the mini games. I don't think there's anything else.
Yep. We went through damn near the whole list.
Shit, we need Ender's Game in RuneScape, man.
Yeah.
Just
We need a
real war
fucking mini
simulator.
game in RuneScape where you have your own RuneScape character within it.
That's kind of what I don't know. Yo, imagine being only able to get to like level 20 or something, and it's like a race to level 20 or something.
It's kind of like the speedrun worlds or
Yeah,
something.
imagine like a speedrun mini game where you're like, each skill is in it,
That could
but
be
like
pretty fire.
it's like it's like kind of
Or
like a
just, like,
league,
just doing something for X amount of
like a
minutes.
mini
so-
league.
Yeah.
That's in
like a little
RuneScape
mini
by
league,
itself.
so that'd be fire.
And then the rewards should be the league rewards, so you can actually get like the thing if you don't want to play leagues.
Maybe.
That'd be
I
fire.
don't even know what a league's reward is. I
You
think
can
it's
get,
like
like,
the
the-
shiny cannon.
You can get you can get that and like the whip. The league whip looks cool. I want it, but you can't get it
Interesting.
because I'm never gonna play league. So,
Fuck out of here, B.
do you want to do a random recommendation of a song or movie or something?
Oh, yeah.
What do you got?
If y'all have been keeping up with the pop culture as of recent, you may have been tuning into the Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Oh yeah, we got some
rap
hot takes on
beef.
this. Who do you think won? Or is
Fuck
winning?
them. Yay, the GOAT.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of Ye, On Site. That's my recommendation.
That's the song. Listen
That's
to
your
that
homework.
shit.
Because On Site is RuneScape.
On Site is RuneScape embodied.
Yeah, in a song.
Give that a song. Think about that statement. And like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
I feel like Donkey.
Perfect.
Peace.
Is that it? Alright, how long did we go for? Hour 17? Oh, we're at 28% bat, dude. We did. So this thing can run for like. I just want to film
We
around.
could have gone longer, maybe.
I'm gonna keep
if,
filming,
like,
bro.
If something went on, but it just didn't go. So
I mean,
she
dude, that was
knows.
we went through all my
I
topics. I think it
can't
was
fucking
good.
see the cursor. What the fuck?
You want to fuck around with the camera for a bit? Let's try to film something so we can like just add it as B-roll. There's the road. There's a hammock. There's a hammock.
What?
I'm just whispering to the thing.
Oh.
There's Men in Black, baby. The king. Taco Bell food. Right.
That's some Ward Soda out there. Who knows?
Hey, NSA bitch. Did you enjoy that, NSA bitch? Leave me a comment on my phone later. And the code word is Razer microphone.
It's fucking better.
Jed, what would you like to say about that?
Fucking better.
I don't really need to listen to this, do you?
I can listen to that shit all day. It's fire.
I don't ever want to listen to it again, but I don't like listening to my voice. How do you